be in Workday. It's adding it up. People are moving. KB. Is KB in? I need to put my glasses back on so I can see if anybody. Oh, yay. So Jared Christensen, my AVP at Human Resources, my Robin to my Batman. And then number 2 is Ronald. Is Ronald in? Oh, yay. Oh, Teresa. Teresa's in HR, so kind of not fair. So let's see. Beth. Beth, if you're not here and you're online, please. Oh, there Beth is. There. And then Puffy. Where at? Puffy. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Thank you all for your, yes. Thank you all for your participation, and I hope that you continue to be engaged because clearly you are, and take advantage of everything that HR has to offer. Have a wonderful academic year and know that you are appreciated. So thank you. And now your chair, Bill Robertson.
I'd originally thought of doing a Kahoot because I've been doing them in the Senate meetings, but now I'm glad I didn't because then I would have just been copycat and that would be bad. So President Whitfield already talked about the 12%. You should know that we didn't even engage in discussions that involved anything other than the 12%. When other Senate chairs said, how about, we just said 12, and we just sat there and kept saying 12 and 12 and 12. And it needs, don't applaud, I got my 12 too. And it just had to be, right? There was no other way to respect our faculty and our staff except for that 12. The 11% possible for next year, even though we talk about, and they were all very polite to the legislature, but the legislature normally funds state agencies at 80% of the raise because we have new people and we have open positions and blah, blah, blah. They're funding university faculty only at 80% of 80%. And this is a huge issue, and I'm sure, and I know that Dr. Brooks thinks that this is one of the biggest deals, and it needs to get fixed. The Faculty Senate had a long hour-plus discussion yesterday involving not just the senators, but student leadership, the provost, and the chair of the Board of Regents. And the Senate voted overwhelmingly to require or to push for the whole 11% that's possible for next year, and to do it in a balanced way, because no one can think of any way to do this that is not going to put some more burden on our students. And so we want to figure out a balanced way to fund this 11%, which has like at least a $5 million gap, 5% of that 11 gap in it that was not funded by the legislature. So it's critical for us. We're going to push for the 11%. I have no idea what's going to happen. There is a committee that's going to recommend to the Board of Regents what to do. I was nominated for that committee both by the 9 faculty senate chairs and by President Whitfield. And I'm pretty sure I'm on that committee, but I haven't heard for sure. If you haven't figured out, I'm kind of the pain in the butt of the Board of Regents right now. But hopefully we'll be in the middle of that discussion, and whatever comes out will be the best for us, and hopefully it'll be that full 11%. Senate priorities, really quick. Our number one priority for this year is all of the faculty life policies, the workload kind of policies. Our campus workload policies from 2004, it's horribly out of date. It has little to do with being an R1 institution in many ways. Flexible work, as Vice President Smith says, we want everyone to be flexible. We're not so sure about not being here, but we need flexibility for everybody. We need to work on those policies. We also already have done a couple little things for everybody. If you're a faculty member and you no longer have to put 4 pages of stuff at the end of your syllabus that you don't understand and your students don't read, and you just get to put that little link there, that was our big accomplishment of the summer. And we're very happy about that. We also, Kavanch isn't here, but we also have commitments with him to integrate Canvas and my UNLV, so that pretty soon you'll just be able to set some filters in your Canvas at the end of the semester, and your My UNLV will just get loaded with your grades by Canvas. And so those are little things that people don't think of as, hey, that's the Faculty Senate's job, but that's our job, is to make life easier for everyone we represent. And we can, the more of these little things we can do, the happier I am. The provost talked about teaching evaluations. That's a start to a process. It's not the end of the process. We know that teaching evaluation systems like ours disadvantage female faculty. We know they disadvantage faculty of color. We know that doing them at the end of the semester is the worst time to do them. We know that the youngest and the oldest faculty are disadvantaged by these kind of evaluation systems. And we have a commitment from Skip, who I think is here somewhere, that we're really going to start doing the research that we need to do and that we should have been doing all along, but couldn't do because everybody had their own deal going. And now between us and the provost's office, we're going to not fix this system, but we're going to at least understand what it is that we're doing and what consequences it has. And those are the kind of things that happen in the background that we do that are valuable to us. I want to say, because the biggest problem we have is getting people to work on important things that are happening on campus. We have more than 300 faculty and staff who serve on committees for us, and people typically, they get one person runs for a slot because that's all we have. I want to think about the meaning of all hands, and not this just being a meeting where we think about all of us being here and seeing what's going on and seeing what's going on campus. But we need to commit as a campus, and we all need to commit to being all the parts of the hands. Long time ago, I worked at Burger King. Really long time ago, I worked at Burger King. I don't want us to get to thinking that students drive by in their cars and we hand education out the window to them and ask them if they want fries with their degree. We need them. And you know that I'm an advocate. We desperately need more serious online programs. We need to be out more. We need to do all that stuff. And we need every single one of those students who are taking those online, non-on-campus programs to wish they were here. And things like Rebel Ready, I can't say it. I don't know why I cannot say that. Rebel Ready Week. It turns me into Elmer Fudd every time I try to say it, and I can't handle it. We need faculty and staff to get flexibility in their work lives so their work life and their home life works together. But nobody should want to work from their kitchen table if they can be here with us. We need to be building a tapestry. The best way for us to deal with the legislature is for the students and the faculty and the staff and the community and everybody around this university to be part of this tapestry of us, so the legislature can't even think about not treating us with the respect that we need. But it takes all of us, and it takes our bosses to really respect, people need to feel that their boss respects them and rewards them, and we need this whole tapestry to get built inside. And that's really what I want us to think about, is this all-hands meeting isn't just about hearing what's going on, but committing to getting all our hands into this and really wanting to be here and being proud to be here. We used to be tumbleweed tech and people didn't, and I haven't been here for this long because I'm not proud to be here. And you know, I reminded the faculty senate yesterday that we were the first R1 institution in this state, not the second. And the provost reminds me that it was like 3 hours or something, but I don't care. We were the first, and we did it not because we had a constant leadership through there. We had 85 presidents and 45 provosts, and you know how it was. And yet we got it because all of us did this. And that's what we need to be, and that's what we need to think about in these meetings. And we need folks to want to get involved. We need students to want to be here and to want to be involved. So thank you all. And I think we're up to questions and answers now.
Thanks very much, Bill. And yes, and we're just now open to questions.